I just wanted to give you an update on what's happening with the jobs. Uh, I'm live from Kronies studio right now, so if you guys haven't seen the studio yet, here's a quick little tour. Look at the steel. That's the steel stud table base I built. The 16 gauge box beams for legs, right? So yeah, 16 gauge 6 inch for the legs, box beams for the legs. I'm gonna cut this extruded, and I'm gonna fit it for the base. I haven't done this yet, but I'm gonna cut it to fit as a base here. The 1/4 inch extruded. That's gonna be cool. But yeah, that's my table base I made. So pretty cool. I hope everyone's doing well. I like I was saying, I completed the second job last Thursday, the framing part, and I'm supposed to be going in tomorrow to start drywall and tape on the first one, right? Yeah, the first one. So there's some weird stuff going on with the new contractor. So what happened was, like when I first started the job, we started working for one contractor. They got fired like our first week in, right? And then there was like a 3 week in between where the owner was trying to find a new contractor. And anyways, yeah, the new contractor is a much like they have a lot more safety policies and like other things. So like they're kind of geared to like full time like subcontractors and whatnot. So the way I operate is we all own like our own companies, and we bill. We don't like you have your own company and a GST number basically, right? And yeah, and then things like WCB you can waive, right? And then yeah, some jobs like when you're bidding a job, like this is the thing, right? All this stuff has to be kind of like predetermined ahead of time, okay? Because now when it comes to something like this, where we're like halfway done the job and going into drywall and tape, new contractor and different rules, right? Different rules. So it's like I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna lose my any sleep over if they don't want me to finish the job. I said, if you want to hire another contractor, go ahead. I'm perfectly fine with that. I won't get my panties in a twist over it, right? I got lots of jobs on the go, so I'm not worried about that one. In fact, it was like a little stressing me out. Hey Eddie, man, what's happening, brother? Oh man, that's awesome, dude. Good to see you, dude. Yeah, I'm in the studio today, buddy. Yeah. I'm just giving an update on the progress of the jobs. I'm ready to go. Right? Yeah, I got the empty cases from fight night. Cases of pizza boxes. I got to do some cleanup, but we're ready to go. Everything's packed, ready to go. I just got to load the van up and go. But so I don't know when we're going back. If it's going to be tomorrow or Thursday or just not. Like I'll be going back to a job tomorrow. It's just a matter of which one. So, but yeah, you guys will find out when when we go away. Yeah. Oh man, it's kind of crazy. Framing, taping, drywall, and then film gear, right? So it gets quite a lot sometimes. But working on a new gimbal rig. No. Well, the first one that I started, the very first one that I started, with that big bulkhead all the way around the front, and then we did the box beam opening and that for the kitchen pass through and all that. I might be done with that one. We're waiting to see about what like they put a bunch of extras on me yesterday, right? So I went and I priced all the extras and I did a full takeoff for all the material that they need to finish, of course, right? So they got that list. I even got it priced for them, and then I priced my labor part and sent it in last night. And then this morning they're talking about this WCB thing, right? I already had a meeting with them about this, but we already discussed that I was just waiving it on this job, right? and it's perfectly legal to do that. But after, it's just funny, after sitting on my price, them getting that reply is like, they don't like my price, so why don't you just say you don't like my price or something? I don't know, but yeah. So I have concerns because you have to make sure all of the, like, even when you're piece working, guys, like I'm a piece worker. I'm not like I am kind of transitioning into a contractor, okay? And at this point, it's gonna make sense for me to go and get a limited construction company, get insurance, get WCB. Like it's actually probably it'll be worth it for me if the fact that the direction of this channel is going, like I have to keep jobs coming because that's what everyone wants to see. They want to see the jobs. Like the analytics, it tells me that that's what you guys want to see is the actual real live jobs and how we're doing it in the field and stuff, right? So I got to keep that going, and I'm starting to develop connections right now where I can go into the restaurant and film, right? And film and take photographs as I work, right? And that's great. Like I don't know what owner wouldn't want that, right? That way you know everything is built perfectly. You have an actual documented process that everything that was put into your build is mint, right? Like it's crazy. Like I don't know who wouldn't want that. But contractors really don't like that. They really hate that stuff. So yeah, the mixture of both, eh? Excellent. Right on, dude. That's great. And yeah, of course, that's a thing. Like it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be hopefully interesting. We got some neat like partnerships happening, like just with the people in my network and stuff. So it's gonna be hopefully kind of, it should be interesting. I'm looking very positive for the future. So, but yeah, man, how's the girls doing, buddy? Halloween last night. Wow, that was crazy. So we get like thousands and thousands of people and kids down here on Halloween, and they have a big fireworks show. But people in this neighborhood, they go all out, man. Like the costumes and the decorations, like the houses, man, like the animatronics and like just crazy, like set like the film set after film set after film set. It's really cool, man. It's a really cool neighborhood. So thousands of people come here. They drive from all over, and yeah, it was a real blast. Yeah, so that's good, Eddie. That's good, man. I yeah. So if yeah, she is. Is she? Oh, that is fantastic, man. I'm so proud. I'm so happy to hear that. That's wonderful, man. That's good to hear, buddy. I think that's fantastic. What a like LSU. That's kind of crazy. That's a really well known university, isn't it? Like I know it, right? Oh my goodness. And do they have some good varsity teams too, right? They got football. Football team for sure. I think. Aubrey set to graduate next. Nice. And oh man, that's crazy, dude. I know I was literally just talking about that with Courtney today about Ben being like only like 2 more years of high school, and then he's gonna like I want him to move away. I want him to go somewhere far away for university, right? And I'm starting to regret saying that. I want him. I kind of want to like I don't want him. I'm gonna miss him. But I gotta let him spread his wings. But oh my god, I can't believe it, man. It's just like how do you do that, It's going after a master's. Nice. Oh, that's wonderful. That's really great, Eddie. Oh my god, I love it. My yeah, I'm gonna miss the little bugger, Actually, the big bugger, he's so big now. Oh my god. But yeah, they grow up, and that's great. That's a success story, right? Okay. Oh yeah, because yeah, you're at yeah. I understand. Sydney now wants to stay. Oh, that's actually great, and that's perfectly well good too. There's actually a really good university here, but I think he has his heart set on Toronto. which is good because that's where the other half of our family lives. So, well, actually, not the other half. Most of our family lives. Well, I guess his other half because his mom's from here. Yeah, but I'm from there, so yeah, like my half is in Toronto, and yeah, yeah, it's not too bad, and we're back and forth there. That would just give us more reason to be there. But oh my gosh, that's cool, man. I miss like that's the thing. Like my with my family, like I'm so far away, and it's tough. It's tough, man. I I went away for university, and I've been away from home since I was like 17, and I'm 40, what, 2 or 3 right now. So I've been away from home for a long time, and I'm just starting to be like, oh man, like I really want to be around my folks right now, like I just I really want to see them and just, be around them. And yeah, there's still so much I want to talk to my old man about and stuff, like I just yeah, yeah, cool, man. Oh boy, so yeah, man. So yeah, there's lessons to be learned with these jobs. So if anyone is curious, so you got to understand, like every kind of local area when you're in construction has their own like codes, like how we build things and fire rate things. Okay, you need to be familiar with all your local regulatory codes and laws, legislation, whatever you want to call it, code act regulations, that something like that, right? Um, because you gotta you have as a business or like see as a piece worker, it's different. Like I'm not, I I go in and I just can bill underneath my name. I don't need a company, nothing like that, right? If I make a certain amount or more, I start charging GST, whatever, right? You gotta make sure you're paying attention to the taxes um and but also too, like you also gotta be keeping track of all the your purchases and the taxes you pay through that and stuff, right? Um, it's yeah, yeah, and it's just yeah, it's accounting is one thing, but the whole lesson here is you need to have an agreement up front of some sort with somebody. Okay, I'm not saying it has to be a contract, like a signed contract every time or anything. Okay, I just want to make sure that the payment amount and time and are like obligate, like what's expected of me is clear. Okay, it has to be crystal freaking clear up front. So yeah, just make sure you iron it all out and ahead of time before you go in and do any work. Okay, I'm seriously, if I do walk away, I'll be walking away losing a little tiny bit, not too much, not enough. I'm gonna be care about, but uh, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be any if you have an agreement up front. You know what I'm saying? Leron James, what's up, man? Montreal, sweet dude. Very cool. Montreal, like, do you speak French? Parlez-vous français? Yeah, right. Parlez-vous français? I'm rusty with my French. Yeah, there is, yeah, and a lot has to do with like if you start to have like work in pairs and with like more guys, like every guy needs to be like a self proprietorship. It has to bill one another. It's kind of like a loophole, like it's kind of like the piece worker loophole. You don't need to be limited. You don't need to have insurance. You don't need to have WCB. Okay, you have to you still have to follow the safety code though, but yes, that's your first language. Oh, excellent. My I know my sister is very fluent in French. She went to bilingual school or French school, and not bilingual. It was actually just a French school, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I grew up Toronto area. I'm out in Edmonton now, so I've been out in Edmonton for 17 years now. Wow. So yeah, it's a little crazy actually when you think about it, right? But as a single person, as a self proprietorship here in Canada, anyways, you can waive WCB, and you only have to pay or have a GST number after you've billed $30,000, right? So, and you got to also keep track of all the GST you're paying on your purchases. So, because that counts as towards your amount that you collect, right? So, if you accidentally go over that 30,000 and you didn't collect, you have all your receipts to kind of back you up, right? You don't benefit completely from the taxes and structure of as a limited company that way, but it's not like necessary. It's not like the end of the world. It's kind of where I'm at now, though. With the bigger, like the numbers are getting bigger in like things are getting a little more complicated. So I'm gonna have to, like, I do have a limited company for my the film side, the content creating side. I do have a company for that, but I got a limited construction company now and get that all legitimized. So that will be the next step. So we can moving forward, we have liability and all that, right? So blah blah blah, right? Got to do it right because yeah, I don't want to get caught with your pants down, right? And as we go moving forward, it's a big deal to there's a lot of opportunity to do this right. So yeah, guys. So if you're in Canada, I don't know what the process is in the United States, but it probably isn't too different. But yeah, if you guys are interested in, to know, like even in Canada, it can differ from province to province. So you can go to a lawyer and get it done, right? For sure. I think if you drop, I don't know, anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500, you can get that done, a corporation or a limited company done. But if you go into a registry here in Alberta, it's like $500 and you limited a company. So, but that's the easy part. Then you got to go and get a bank account, right? And to get a bank account open for your company, you need to have a good credit rating. So, yeah, you gotta, yeah, or be very convincing to get that account open, right? So it's like there's so many things working against you. It's really hard to get going, get going, especially if you're like out of college with student loans. Like it's like, yeah, right. You don't have the credit for that or anything, right? So it's kind of the OG thing, right? So that's where we're headed, anyways. But super cool, man. It's good to get the updates about the fam, Eddie. Appreciate that, man. And Leron James, man, that's great, man. Are you a steel stud drywall? An LLC is about $100. Okay. So yeah, it's cheaper, eh? Like it's cheaper than here, that's for sure. Tough to crack. A strange system. The like the old British way of doing things. Really, it's really weird. There's a lot of roadblocks in your way, and obstacles. It's crazy. Yeah, first year, man. Nice, bro. Nice. You started in March. First year. Nice, man. Leron, I don't know if I recognize your name from any of the comments or not, but good to see you, man. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, if you ever need any help with steel stud or drywall or anything really, construction that way, yeah, man, this my channel is a good spot. I got playlists for steel stud framing, playlists for drywall, playlists for taping. I got tons of playlists. So if you check out my playlist page, I try to be pretty organized there, and I'll put like the relevant ones to the top of the list and stuff. So yeah, check them out. But and if you leave a comment in any video, I pretty much get to every comment. Like the only time I don't get to a comment is if I'm just ignoring it because it's kind of a silly comment. Hey, right on. I appreciate that, Leron. Right on, dude. I'm glad. That's what we're here for, man. I'm super glad to hear that, man. Nice. So yeah, guys, I'm just sitting here waiting now for the email back from this company to see if I'm still have the job or not. And yeah, oh, it looks like Max is here. All right, so I guess I should maybe or whatever. I can go get Max. I don't know. You know what? He can Let me just text him real quick, guys. In the back. Yeah, there you go. He can come through. There, nice. So yeah. And I hate this too. Like it just gets my like I at this point I'm a little weirded out about them. I'm a little weirded out about working for them now too. Like it's just like so much hassle. I've given them a lot of help too so far. Like every other contractor stopped work when the other contractor was fired, and they wouldn't start again until they got new contracts from the new one. I was like, okay, I just made an agreement with the owner, he kept the job going, you know, and now if they want to cut me out, that's fine. I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? My conscience is clear. I will not feel bad whatsoever. They're gonna be a pain in the butt to work with anyway. Like I would do it and tolerate it, but they're not my like they're not the kind of contractor I would normally work for. So like they're a good company. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything bad about them. They just have a different way of doing things. That's all, right? They're not bad at all. Everyone has their own kind of style, and I will adapt and work with them to get this done. That's okay. Like I'm a big boy. I can do that, right? But you know what I'm saying. I hope. But yeah, guys. So yeah, if you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below in the comments, and I'll always get back to you guys. Yeah, so I've been asked that. I've been asked that a couple times, and I I sent I sent one of the ones that I had to a guy in California, and he was gonna kind of like take a look at it, but never got back to me. I don't know like what's happening with that tool or the people involved. I've tried to even reach out to them and never got any reply. So, all their social media pages are dead, and like yeah, there's nothing going on in that world. So, here's the thing: the framing tool is kind of neat. It's good for, I think maybe it's good for some things. I mean it's a good tool. It's a good tool. I'm just trying to think like these guys might have overdid it, might have overthought it, right? And I think it can maybe be simpler. But it's just it's one of those things, you know, like if you only have to lay out your first center on every wall, that's pretty nifty. Okay, so you're laying out your first center on every wall, and when you're using this tool, okay, you get your first stud locked in square top and bottom, and then every stud after that, this tool magnetically locks the next stud in perfectly square on 16-inch on center, and it does that for like different gauges of steel. It's really something, you know, like I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I don't know how long I have to. I don't know where the patent is either. I don't know the rules around that. It would probably take a lawyer to look into anything before I did any work on that. You know, unless we can think of a way to make it simple. You know, just a simple type jig that works. You know, that's all. That's what I can think of anyway. So. But yeah, I am working with the T-bar guy, the T-bar tool. So the Speedy Square. Okay. Oh, I don't have it with me. Darn it. Aaron still has it. Yeah, exactly. You know what? Actually, that's kind of smart. You know what would be neat is to actually come up with a DIY version and draw the how-to, like the schematics. That would be good actually to have that. You know. That would be really neat. You know, we could have schematics or just do a video teaching you how to make yourself a jig. Actually, yeah, that would be a good video too, is to, like, we use jigs for parapets and all kinds of things. So, yeah. Yeah, man, that would be kind of cool, right? Oh, you know what? I forgot. I think my wife needs to go to the store. But yeah, this is the studio, guys. So I haven't been going live from here in a while. I miss I miss it. I miss going live from here. But we've been busy out in the field, so you know. But that is my editing station here. Get rid of that. Right? There's my editing station. I just built this computer, but I don't know if you can see the RAM in there. But yeah, there's 128 gigabyte of the Triton Z Royal. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Oh man. So I'm gonna shut her down. I think the wife needs to go to the store to get some final ingredients for dinner. But yeah, I just wanted to pop on and give you guys an update. I still got to build this rig. I'm got to build out the Black Magic, but this is the gimbal rig I'm building for filming on location. So this is pretty rad. I got some new parts for that. And you should make your own tool or tool belt and sell it. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We are working on I'm starting to figure out what to do for the designs for the first pieces of clothing. That's exciting too. That's the Zhuan crane. It's a beefy one because my camera's so bloody heavy. It's just it's really heavy. So that one there is a good rig. So darn it, I gotta go up front. But dudes, man, it's cold too. It's like winter out here now already. So I gotta go see what she's up to. But yeah, guys, you all be well. Send love to the families for me, and I'll see you guys real soon. Okay, just be good out there, be safe. I'll keep you updated on the job. I will be at one or the other job tomorrow, so we'll see which one I'm live from. Bye for now, guys.